So by popular request, I asked you guys on my Instagram if you guys wanted to see a review on both the Plouise palette and the Rumour base, and the majority of you did want to see a review. So if you want to see how I create this nice cut crease eye look, just keep on watching. So I don't know if you guys have heard about the Plouise Rumour base, but this little thing was a must-have for me. I've been seeing so many people on Instagram use it and just get amazing results from their eyeshadow payoff. So the way that you apply this is by patting it on. By patting it on, you're basically building the pigment of the product, and it's creating this like kind of tackiness on the skin, so that anything that you put on top, it's just going to like adhere. It's just going to grab so much easier. You want to make sure that you apply it with like a flat brush. I like to use a flat synthetic brush. This one happens to be a brush from Cover FX, but honestly with these type of brushes, I feel like any brand will do just fine. So next off, I'm gonna go in with this color right here. Start applying it with my E17 brush. The brush is more domed at the end, so it's gonna pack on a lot more product. The second brush that I like to use is the Silk Pro Royal and Langnickel. This is a crease brush. So notice the difference in size of the two brushes. The MORPHE, being this one, is a lot smaller. So the smaller the brush, the more pigment it's going to pack and deposit. The more fluffy the brush, the more it's going to pretty much blend out. And I lift the brow, and I'm gonna use toilet paper because I already have some makeup on. Instead of doing like the circular motions, I'm literally just patting it into my crease. And the reason why I like to pull my eyebrow up is because I feel like I'm able to create a better shape on my crease, and I'm able to see my crease a lot easier. After we have that, I'm gonna go ahead and dip my Royal and Langnickel brush into the Plouise color, and I'm gonna start lightly blending this out. Okay, with my same E17 Morphe brush, we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of the orange of the palette, which is called Sun Kissed. And we're gonna apply it the same way with that patting and small circular motion. And this is just helping us create more of that pigmentation on the eyes. We're gonna go ahead and blend it out with the Royal and Langnickel crease brush. And notice how I'm holding the brush as well. Make sure that you're holding the brush at the end. It's gonna create less pressure on your brush, so it's gonna allow you to blend out your eyeshadow so much easier. For you ladies, if you're holding your brush this close to the ferrule, that's creating more pressure on the brush, so you're not going to have a very nice fanned out look. Next off is going to be this color right here called Contour, and that color I'm gonna apply with a super OG brush that I own. I don't even know if Sephora still has these, but it's pretty much the Sephora oval blending brush, and it looks just like that. And then I am patting the product on. Even though this is a blending brush, you want to make sure that you're patting the product on. That is the key to getting high pigment off of these eyeshadows. And then working your way up into the middle of the crease. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my BH Cosmetics. This is one of my favorite brushes. It's from the BH Cosmetics Rose Quartz set. And this one is the number 7. It's nice, tight. It's domed at the end. I love it because it's so small compared to a regular blending brush. I'm going to go ahead and take the color Martini. And I'm going to blend out what I have going on right here. And in small circular motions, I'm going to go ahead and blend all of this contour out. And I am basically applying very light pressure when I'm blending this out. We're going to go ahead and add the darkest color in the palette, which is Bestie. Right here. I'm going to add that color with my LA Girl 206 brush. It looks just like this. Very tiny, small. So the smaller the brush, the more pigment payoff you're going to achieve. So I'm going to start by applying it on the outer end of my eyes. Just like you see on this side, right here. We're gonna build that right in here. So, bringing it right above the crease. I'm gonna go over it lightly with Martini again. Okay, so now here comes the fun part. I like using the back of my hand as my palette because it warms up the product. So once I apply it, I'm able to kind of manipulate it and blend it out a lot more easier versus me just applying it on a palette that's been cold and has been kind of hardening my product, if that makes sense. The MAC 263 brush. This one I use it to clean up my brows. But I use it mostly for like eyeliner or like concealer looks because it's very nice and tapered at the end. If you notice, it's tapered off at the ends, literally like a knife would be. And then I'm going to be using the MAC 212 brush. It looks like this. I love this one because it's nice and flat. And this is a trick. A lot of people, when they do their eyeshadow, the eyeshadow transfers all the way up here. So what you can do is apply it and then look up, and once you look at that, it transferred all the way up there. So now you basically fill in the rest of the way. Okay, so now to create that really nice sharp line, I'm gonna go in with my MAC 263 and I'm gonna go ahead and build that line. There we go. And then I use this brush to bring it down. So now I'm gonna pick up Trippin'. And I'm gonna apply a little bit of Sun Kissed. Tapping it and kind of wiggling it in a bit. Plouise, you guys are really onto something with this. I honestly cannot wait to see the brand grow, and I cannot wait to see what else they come out with because this is insane. And it's crazy to say, but as a former MAC artist, this product shits on all the primers. Don't get me wrong, I love MAC, but MAC is considered to be one of the best like makeup brands for us makeup artists. I don't care what you say, I'm always all about MAC. I freaking love MAC. If I had to choose probably one brand to work with for the rest of my life, this would be hard actually, because I would choose either Anastasia Beverly Hills or MAC Cosmetics. Hands down. So for me to compare this Plouise primer to a brand that I hold so high, I'm telling you guys, that's how good this primer is. That's how good it is. I start at the end and I just extend it out. Anyways, from there, I bring it back in. And I bring it back in pretty high, because I already know this look is gonna be like super thick eyeliner. So now I'm gonna take my favorite face wipes on earth of the moment, AVEENO face wipes. They don't leave you like super dry, and they take everything off. They're literally so gentle. They're the only ones that don't make my eyes cry or don't irritate my eyes. For the bottom lash line, I'm gonna apply a little bit of Feline. Smudging it right on the lash line is a very important step. Why is it important? Because if you don't do it, your eyes look beady, like you've been crying or something, or your eyes tend to look smaller. Dark. So I'm gonna go in using a little bit of Plouise, and I'm using it with a flat brush. This one I actually got from Michael's, believe it or not. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply contour. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Bestie. And to finish off, black from the Melt Cosmetics, the Dark Matter Stack. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and add some lashes, and I'm gonna be using the LA Splash lashes in extra. Okay guys, so I went ahead and finished up my brow, my under eye concealer, I bathed, I did my nose contour, and I applied mascara to finish off the look. Alright guys, so that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this look as much as I enjoyed creating it for you guys. But first, before you leave me, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like the video, and also leave me a comment so that I know what type of videos you guys want to see next. I love to hear from you guys, so let me know, comadres, okay?